say the San Francisco Peaks in Dine. It is Doko asleep.
Doko asleep.
Doko asleep.
Doko asleep.
Doko asleep.
My relationship with the San Francisco Peaks is that it is a very sacred and holy place to my people.
I am a grandchild of that mountain.
1, I live in its shadow. 2, it's one out of the 4 sacred mountains in my culture. And 3, I've grown up hearing stories about it, and I've grown up visiting it, and it's been a part of my life.
I connect with it and how I think other people try to connect with it.
It is very important in our culture because it is part of the sacred landscape of what we call the Neta. It represents the West Mountain.
Mountain representing life, Ina.
It sort of speaks out to me because of its colors.
I see it every day when I'm going into flag and when I'm outside playing.
It's just a really special place for, most of the Dine, and as well as lots of other people.
I love the San Francisco Peaks. I feel so happy. I wouldn't live here if it weren't for the peaks. They're like a cool island in the middle of Arizona.
The Doko asleep is the west section of our homelands.
We go up and pray, and we get our traditional medicines and plants from up there.
The mountain, Doko asleep, is key and central to healing or well-being. There is beauty associated with the mountain throughout the year, and also that it is home to a lot of species, birds, animals.
Flowers and the plants and animals are sacred to the Navajo on there.
Well, of course, we know it's the tallest peak in Arizona, so the ecosystem that's there is different from anywhere else. I know when we go up there, we see plants, trees, flowers, mushrooms, all kinds of life forms that we don't see anywhere else around here.
Navajo, Dine healers, Dine medicine people, every time they pray, every time they sing, every time they do a ceremony, the mountain, the San Francisco Peaks, the Doko asleep is mentioned, is referenced.
It's a female mountain. In the terms of time, it represents the evening. In terms of family, it represents the social part of it. And being with your family is also like about love. It's also about being with your family. And that's what it represents. There's a clan story. It comes from my own family. I am of the Edgewater clan. In Navajo, they say that is our sect of Tabaha clan, who came from near the San Francisco Peaks where there was a lake. The story goes that there was a very severe drought. It was so severe that there was hunger in the land. Decided that they were going to go find a place where they could survive. So they left this area and went towards Page, somewhere in that direction. And after some time, they came back into this place here. And they said, look at the peaks. The translation is that it's twisted itself, it's changed itself. It doesn't look the same. So there was a big eruption. They say that, the peaks it was all kind of one. It was huge. So what you see there is kind of like only half of what it used to be. And so when you think about the story, you think that this story was taking place before the peaks erupted. And the people came back here after the peaks erupted.
The Snowball Ski Resort that's situated on the west side of the Doko asleep. It's been there for something like 80 years. was established there, even though the area tribes, there are 13 tribes in northern Arizona that protested to its establishment. And there's a plan to expand the ski resort. They want to use wastewater from the Flagstaff City's sewer plant and to take water from the sewer plant in its form as wastewater to take up, to pump up to the mountain and make artificial snow.
What I think about the snowball issues and the peaks is that it's an awful act against the Navajo Nation and all the other tribes who call it sacred and holy. They're not honoring it in a way that we should be honoring it, and they're disrespecting our beliefs and traditions.
I think about the snowball issues and the peaks of how they don't connect with each other and how people don't care about how the peaks is sacred to us.
It was very disturbing, for one thing. You know, it's all about money. That's why they're digging up that ground over there to run this pipeline, so that people can have fun. Just to ski with fake snow.
I think they just want to do it for money because people want to live the high life, but it's not worth it. You just need to love the things you have, including the peaks, because of its beauty and uniqueness.
So this mountain is one of the most sacred mountains in the area, and we have objections to the ski resort and its plan to make artificial snow up there with wastewater.
We like to honor our sacred and holy places, and to see it just be used for recreational uses and just for the enjoyment of other people who don't understand how holy it is to us, it makes me feel really disappointed and sad.
This past year, I had a season pass for skiing and snowboarding. And I had a lot of mixed feelings about that because, you know, being aware of what's going on with Snowball, I thought, you know, maybe I just shouldn't be doing this. But I would stop and I would just look at the mountain and just feel how beautiful it was. And then I'd feel disturbed thinking about, like, next year I can't do this again. You know, I don't think I can go up there at all next year. Now that they're putting on the sewer water, you know, the feeling is going to be different. And there's so many reasons why, you know, environmentally, there's things we don't understand, the disrespect, I can't live with that.
That's not water that is like pristine water that you would drink.
Because it has, you know, what comes out of our system, which are sometimes narcotics, endocrine disruptors, estrogen levels, and it is the top of our watershed.
We don't know how artificial snow made from wastewater would affect a person when they ingest it or when they breathe it in or when they get exposed to it. It seems like it poses health risks.
I just think to myself, why would they like to hurt one of our secret mountains?
To the Diné people, we are people that relates to mountains. In some of our stories and some of our ceremonial songs mention in some of these songs are that how we can become one with the mountain, be part of the mountain, or gain strength from the mountains. So we are one and the same with the mountains.